Ever felt like an ordinary person just trying to live a quiet life, only to be pushed into a corner by violence and bullying? That's exactly where our story begins. Meet Lazan, a regular kid whose only wish was for peace. But instead, he finds himself facing constant aggression. One fateful day, a desperate act of self-defense goes wrong, and he's thrown into the brutal world of a juvenile detention center. Here, the only law is the law of the jungle. Strength is everything, and a powerful punch is your only currency. But this isn't just a story about fighting. It's a powerful lesson in endurance, relentless training, and the unwavering will to change your own destiny. From a timid, vulnerable boy, Yuzan transforms into the shark of the prison, a figure no one dares to cross. Yet, beneath that hardened exterior lies the same heart that yearns for a simple, peaceful life. This journey will take you deep into the heart of betrayal, the struggle for survival, the grueling pain of training, and the tense face-offs with enemies who were once his own mentors. Get ready to witness the birth of a legend. Our story kicks off with Yusan, a teenager trying to blend in at a new school, but peace is the last thing he finds. He's immediately targeted by the school's most violent bullies. One day, backed into a corner, he fights back. In the chaos of self-defense, he accidentally injures another student. Panic erupts. We see the shock on everyone's faces, his mother's tears, and the cold, hard reality of the consequences. Before he knows it, Lasan is sentenced to 3 years in a juvenile detention center. The next scene is heavy with dread. Lasan is on a dimly lit bus, being transported to his new reality. The air is thick with tension. His eyes, wide with fear, scan the other inmates. That's when he sees him for the first time. Doan gives him a long, threatening stare, a silent warning of the world Uzon is about to enter. It's a chilling introduction to the hierarchy he'll have to navigate. Inside the detention center, the rules become painfully clear. It's a society built on power, where your rank is determined by the strength of your fists. Rival factions are constantly jockeying for control, issuing challenges, starting fights, and hatching schemes to take each other down. Yuzan quickly realizes that to survive, he can't remain the quiet, unassuming boy he once was. He has to become something else, something stronger. This is where Doan, the same guy who gave him that intimidating stare, re-enters the picture. Seeing a flicker of potential, or perhaps a reflection of himself in Uzan, Doan decides to take him under his wing. It starts with a grueling test of endurance. Run 100 laps in under 40 minutes. The task is so demanding that Ozan pushes himself to the point of vomiting, but he doesn't stop. He gets back up and keeps running, driven by a desperate need to survive and a newfound determination to become unbreakable. Night after night, the brutal training continues. We see Yuzan, drenched in sweat, his muscles aching with exhaustion under the dim lights of the training yard. He practices his punches, his form, his footwork. He's not just learning to fight, he's forging himself into a weapon. Slowly but surely, a transformation begins. The one scrawny kid starts to build muscle. His punches gain power and precision. He learns to not just take a hit, but to defend, to counter, to stand his ground. As they train, a bond forms between Uzun and Doana, bond built on shared pain, respect, and the mutual understanding of what it takes to survive in this unforgiving place. Just as Lazum is gaining confidence, he faces his first real test. A rival named Wanjin, seeking to assert his own dominance, challenges him to a fight. Yuzan defends himself, applying the techniques Doan taught him, but it's clear he's not yet at his full potential. The fight is intense, with dust flying in the wooden hall as they trade blows. Just as Lazone is about to be overwhelmed, Doan steps in, ending the confrontation but leaving Lazone with a valuable lesson about his own limits. This confrontation, however, has an unexpected outcome. It lays the groundwork for a new alliance. Sonjeong Wonjin and another inmate Sangyab begin to see the determination in Lazan. A sense of camaraderie starts to build between them. They are no longer just rivals, but a crew, training together and preparing for the bigger threats that loom within the detention center. Yuzen, with his new allies, trains harder than ever, his focus locked on the inevitable battles to come. And that battle arrives in the form of Seokjin, a fearsome opponent who represents the ultimate test of Yuzen's new strength. When they finally face off, Yuzen unleashes everything he has learned. The fight is a brutal ballet of violence, a high-intensity storm of punches and kicks. But this fight is more than just physical. It's a mental war. Lazan learns the importance of patience, of resilience, and of keeping a clear head under pressure. Remembering Doan's teachings, he sees an opening and executes a devastating spiral punch technique, a move that finally brings Seokjin down. Yuzan has won. He has proven himself. He is the shark. Years pass. Yuzan is finally released. The first person he visits is Doan, sharing a moment of quiet respect. His life is forever changed. He doesn't return to his old, quiet existence. Instead, he steps into a gym, continuing to train, to hone his skills, chasing a new dream of becoming a professional fighter. We see his former friends from the center also moving on, each pursuing their own path, forever marked by their time inside. The story ends, but Yusan's journey doesn't. He continues to train, his focus unwavering. Life is still a fight, but now he faces it with the relentless persistence of a shark, always moving forward, always ready for the next challenge. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story of transformation and resilience, make sure to subscribe for more content just like this.